Welcome to another edition of Destination Q. I'm Tommy the Butcher, Vinny the right side, Charlie the left side. We are Wise Guys Barbecue. We're here in historic Mystic, Connecticut to check out a barbecue joint that's smoking it up with the best of them. This is Noble Smokehouse. All right, so we made our way to the pit area here at Noble Smokehouse where all the magic happens. Want to introduce you to Ted, the pit master. Ted, how long you been here?
I started in January.
He just started, and he's the one who's making everything happen here. So we got a couple. This looks like a 500-gallon
Yep.
offset,
It's a Lang,
and
Lang 108.
it's a Lang 108. What's a typical day for you here? What time do you get here in the morning?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock in the morning, and that's when you load up.
Yep, get the briskets on
Get
by
everything started.
5:30. Start
So-
the fire first thing.
Is there prep involved in that time frame, or is the prep done ahead of time?
I do the prep ahead of time.
So this is a 500-gallon Lang
Yep.
offset, and over here,
That's a Myron Mixon.
Myron Mixon. Who the hell is that? Who's Myron Mixon? So these things are loaded up right now. It is approximately what? 2 o'clock in the afternoon? 1 o'clock in the afternoon? What's it fired up with?
We're running cherry right now.
And what are you running with? What do you got for proteins?
We have some briskets over here.
Hey, there's the brisket. So these are all for tomorrow's service.
Correct.
Get them all cooked the day ahead of time. Get them in the warmers
Yep.
overnight. Get a nice, long, slow hold, and they're ready to go for the next morning.
Absolutely. We got about another 6-7 hours.
Is there anything fired up in here right now?
There is. Yeah, this is full of butts.
Full of butts. So you got briskets and butts going on.
24 of them.
Check that out. They got some great bark. Those look like they've been on for several hours. And are these water pans up on top?
No, that's actually a mix of butter and brown sugar that I'm for a little special we're doing this weekend.
Ted, it was great meeting you.
You as well.
Thanks for having us. All right, we're in the kitchen here at Noble Smokehouse. We've left the pit room, the smoke area, and we're here with Adam and Junior. Adam's the sous chef here, and Junior is Adam's right-hand man. So it's a very tight kitchen you have back here. What goes on back here? The final platings actually occur here?
So once everything comes off the smoker, it gets portioned, prepped, set aside, and then from there we pull, preheat, keep everything hot in the box.
Yep.
We have a very small flat top sandwiches, quesadillas, small range, mac and cheese. Everything is made to order. Nothing is prepackaged, frozen. Everything's fresh. High volume, high pace. I've got 20 plus years in the industry. Junior's got 10, 12 in the industry. Jeff above me, Johnson & Wales graduate, 25 years in the industry. The owner, Josh, very successful. So we're a solid crew.
A lot of experience. We were out in the pit area. We saw all the proteins on the pits. That's being prepared for tomorrow's service. So they come off, they go into a warmer overnight.
So usually we have, depending on how it's set up upstairs, we have a couple warming boxes and then we have a couple holding ovens. Once everything comes off there, we bring it down to proper holding temp. Basically, it's a slow cool, so we don't let it, cool too quickly. We kind of keep it and just gradually bring the temperature down. And then whatever gets taken out for service, and then whatever gets put away for the next day. Slicing of the meat is usually done upstairs, and then we package and hold it fresh sous vide for the day.
We're here with Josh, the owner, and Jeff, who happens to be the general manager. We're lucky we got them both here at the same time. Tell us all about Noble Smokehouse, how it got its start, how long you've been here.
About 6 years ago, during COVID, I was running different kinds of restaurants, and I decided that barbecue was going to be very well suited for to-go during the time. And it was, and we opened up 6 years ago, right in the middle of COVID, and we've just been flying through barbecue ever since.
We're hearing a lot of stories with guys who have evolved from whether it's fine dining or in kitchens, and they evolve into a barbecue type of setup. And it seems like COVID always comes up.
Yeah.
Either they began through COVID, they struggled through it and evolved beyond COVID. Some of them have even thrived as a result of COVID.
Not that it's any easier. I mean, barbecue is extremely, tough in terms of the time and preparation. Things like
Yeah,
It's a very
that's-
labor-intense process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very labor-intense.
But
Huge.
service of it is actually one of the easiest.
Sure.
Of all the cuisines that I've done. It's just as long as you're prepared,
Yep.
you have everything ready to go.
The
put
cooking's
out.
already done, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right. And what our plan is, we're going to be scaling up because as most of these small barbecue restaurants, they're not making much money at all, especially with high cost of product right now.
Yeah.
And labor has gone way up too. So So I figured the only way we're actually going to become very profitable and make a lot of money doing this is by scaling up. So we have our second location in the works. We're going to be consolidating a lot of our smoking operations into commissary style kitchen, because eventually we're planning on having multiple units, but we'll have, probably 4 to 5 offset smokers in New London, and that's the only way I'll do barbecue is with an offset smoker
Right.
and wood, because all these people that are trying to make the process simpler by using pellets or charcoal or supplementing with gas or electric smokers, it's just you're not getting the same results.
So are you utilizing all stick burners
Yeah, all
here
stick
at
burners.
Noble?
Oh, yeah.
All
That's what we do.
offset?
All the way across
Nice.
the board.
Well, I do use some local tree companies that drop off some wood, a couple land clearing companies, and they'll pick out the choice fruit wood or oak that we want.
Oak.
And and that's great for us. But I used to, when I had more time, drive up to a family farm in Mass.
And what are you looking at for a grand opening?
Well, the construction will be finished by September, and then I decided I want to open up when it's quiet in the winter, because we know we're going to be very busy right off
Yep.
the rip. So rather than have the whole place flooded and fail because we just don't have the systems in place yet or the right people, we're going to try and go for like a slower time of year in the winter time. That
Work
way
all
when
the
we-
kinks out that way.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
why when we hit the
Exactly.
spring and
Yep.
summer next year, we're going to have it down to
Yeah.
science.
So you're building from the ground up?
Well,
Or
I
just
gutted a
remodeling?
building.
Yeah.
Gutted a building that I used to have a restaurant in called Noble. And it was like a upscale bar, pub, food. And that's where we actually started smoking. We had a couple items on the menu that we were smoking, ribs and chicken.
Yep.
And it just evolved from there because we enjoyed doing that so much. We're like, okay, we're going to do that full time. We love barbecues, what we're doing. I choose this over any other cuisine.
Jeff, where'd you start, bro?
I actually started Johnson Wales graduate, so
Ah,
all,
there you
the,
go.
all the high-end,
Yeah.
fine dining, AAA Diamond Resorts, family, mom and pop organizations, and I did with the Coast Guard Academy for a couple of years, doing institutional work there, and mass production cook. Barbecue's where it's at. This is where it's at. Once you reach barbecue, you stop. That's it. You don't go any further. I've had my hands in just about every aspect of the food service industry. I've got both my hands in this. I am Noble till I can't work anymore. I'm done. This is actually my second tour with the company. I actually worked for Josh a couple years ago. We amicably parted ways on very, very good terms, just based on circumstances. And we kept in touch over, about the process of about 2 years. I went out, worked for some different, catering companies and things like that. And then, Josh told me he's got, big plans and big moves coming to London. Wanted to know what I had going on in my life, and I said, I have a barbecue going on in my life is what I have going on. And I came right back. And
Yeah, I couldn't afford them at first, but now we're doing some
You whittle them
revenue.
down a little bit?
No, I mean,
I whittled him down a little bit.
Well, this is my third visit here.
Okay,
and,
oh,
fantastic.
I know what we're in for. And
Excellent.
it's top notch.
Thank
you
you.
guys are smoking it up with the best of them.
we enjoy feeding people and feeding them good food because there's a lot of options out there. Mystic probably has over 100 restaurants, but
That's
I
crazy,
can
huh?
Oh, it's
guarantee
nuts.
that nobody's taking the time and effort that we are to prepare our food.
No.
And it's out of love because we love doing it.
Right.
We're not doing this because we're becoming super filthy rich at this point.
Right.
Maybe in the future, but we're doing it because we love it and we enjoy seeing the reactions of the customers when they come in. They're like, wow, we haven't had brisket this good, outside of Texas, or this is just as good as the brisket in Texas. You really
That's as
take
good
our-
a compliment as you're going to get.
All right, check it out. There's one thing I'm noticing right off the bat. This is my third trip here to Noble, and I didn't realize it until now. You guys are running with baby backs. Baby back ribs, that's unusual. Most locations are using St. Louis ribs, but
Everyone loves the baby back. I think everyone's heard the song from back in the day.
Yeah.
The baby back, baby back, baby
oh
back.
yeah,
We make our own pastrami,
it's house cured,
10-day brine, yep.
10-day brine.
Noble beef, smoked top round,
It's a top round, throw it in the smoker. You probably smoke it till the internal temperature of about 140,
118.
118. It's even lower than I thought.
Nice.
That's not going to be on there very long. It's a lot different than putting briskets on for $14, $15.
They're right around 20 pounds generally. It takes about 3.5 hours.
Yeah. So you pull it off at 118. It must have like a little bit of a
Carryover-
carryover cook.
carryover cook,
125 or something. Right at
roughly.
the medium rare spot.
You work with barbecue all the time, so are you still eating it?
Yeah.
What's your go-to?
I'm a brisket guy.
And
Thanks for the interview, man. This is great. Thanks for the food.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to taste it.
Pleasure meeting you guys.
we're going a little bit different today. We're stepping outside the box, and we're doing some sandwiches because they have a tremendous sandwich menu here. Let's not forget about these sides because I see mac and cheese, this macaroni salad that looks very interesting. It's calling my name. It's inviting all of us to jump in there. So
And baked beans and
Baked beans.
And look at that coleslaw. All right, going for the pulled pork. Look at that, folks. Let's sauce it up some more. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I was right. This is definitely an experience.
Pack up the family, get them in that car, get out here. Father's Day this weekend. We'll probably see this after that, but this is when you got to get out here and taste some barbecue.
And it's in
Yeah.
Mystic.
And
Have
it's in-
at it.
And it's in Mystic.